Okay, a very good morning dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we were discussing about theorem 10.5 where we proved geometrically that a unique circle means one and only one circle can pass through any three non-collinear points given in a given plane. Of course, the proof of that theorem was a bit theoretical. It was a theoretical one, but I am sure I tried my level best to explain you how to prove that a unique circle can pass through three non-collinear points in a given plane, and I am sure you must have understood. Today let us discuss another important theorem, that is 10.6. So what does theorem 10.6 say? It gives the relationship between equal chords. Suppose in a circle you are given two equal chords and their distance from the center. So what is the relation between two equal chords and their distance from the center? That we will discuss in theorem 10.6. So what does theorem 10.6 say? It says, you see, this is the statement 10.6. 10.6 theorem says that equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center. So what is the meaning? You see, equal chords of a circle. So you see, that means in a circle if you take any two equal chords, they will always be equidistant, means their distance from the center will always be same or equal. How to prove it? So what is the mathematical meaning? See, suppose you are given a circle, this is given, look at, given a circle, suppose C whose center is O and radius is R, a circle with centers O and radius R given, okay, and what you are given, suppose AB and CD, see, these are two equal chords, it is also given. Chord AB equal to chord CD, it is given. And you see, distance of this chord OL and OM are distances of your AB and CD from the center O. See, that means you are given AB equal to CD and you are also given that OL and OM are the distances of the two chords AB and CD from the center O such that OL, this OL is perpendicular to your AB. OL, see, this is OL and this is OM. OL is perpendicular to AB and OM is perpendicular to CD. It is given. Okay. So how will you prove? So what we are given, once again I am saying children, you are given any circle. Suppose C whose center is O and radius is suppose R. You are given AB and CD, two chords. The length of whose length are equal. That means you are given AB equal to CD. Then you are again given OL and OM are what? They are the distances of the two chords AB and CD from the center O, such that this OL is perpendicular to AB and OM is perpendicular to CD. So how will you prove that OL equal to OM? That means, how will you prove that the distance of this chord from the center O is equal to the distance of chord CD from center O? Distance of chord AB from O is equal to distance of chord CD from O. How to prove it? You see. Then construction. What is the construction? The construction is you just join OA and OC. Join OA and OC. See children, when we join OA and OC, look at OA and OC, they also represent the what? Radius. I mean the same radius of the circle. This is OA and OC, when we join, they become what? They become the radii of the circle. Okay. Now children, our aim is to prove what? Our aim is to prove OL equal to OM. See, to prove OM equal to prove OL equal to OM, what we need? We just need to show that this triangle and this triangle are congruent. If at all it can be shown that this triangle and this triangle are congruent by any means or any method, okay, then automatically OL and OM will be what? Equal. If the two triangles can be proved congruent by some means or some criteria or some condition, then automatically OL and OM will be equal by CP. So let us see how we will prove the congruency of these two triangles. Now let us come to the proof part. See, it is a very simple one. You can easily prove. can easily prove. See, I am coming to the proof part. See children, you are given AB equal to CD. It is already given. Okay. AB equal to CD is given. Now take half of AB. So take half of AB. So if AB equal to CD, then half of AB will be equal to half of CD. No doubt in it. Okay. Then look at, we are given OL perpendicular to AB, it is given, and OM perpendicular to CD, it is also given. OM is perpendicular to AB and OL is perpendicular to CD. Now children, you know, in theorem 10.3 we proved that the perpendicular drawn from center of a circle to any chord always bisects the chord. See, if OL is perpendicular to AB, then no doubt OL will bisect AB. Similarly, OL is perpendicular to CD, so no doubt OM will bisect CD. So this implies OL bisects what? AB and OM bisects, it will bisect which one? It will bisect CD. Okay. Now if OL bisects AB, what will happen? If OL bisects AB, what will happen? These two line segments, I mean AB will be divided into two equal halves or parts. That means AL will be equal to BL and each one will be equal to half of what? AB. Similarly, if OM bisects CD, then CM and DM they will be equal. That means CM equal to DM equal to half of CD. Okay, now suppose this is equation 1. Half AB, half CD equal to, suppose equation 1. See, here AL and BM are equal, each one is equal to half of AB. Here CM and DM are equal, each one equal to half of CD. Now as half of AB, you see, in place of half of AB, we can take AL. In place of half of CD, we can take CM. CM equal to this, so in place of half CD, we can take CM. AL is equal to half of AB, so in place of half AB we can write AL. Now see, since half AB, therefore putting in 1, you see, putting in equation 1, you see, what we will get? In place of half AB you take AL and in place of half CD you take CM. So what did you see? This is equation suppose 2. So what did we see? We saw that AL is equal to CM. Now we can easily prove. If now we showed that AL equal to CM. Now we can easily prove that triangle OAL and triangle OCM are congruent. And let us see how. So now in triangle, you consider the triangle suppose OAL and triangle OCM. Let us find out the three matching parts. You see, already you proved one part here. AL equal to CM, already proved. You can write here from equation 2. From equation 2, AL equal to CM, and these are the two matching parts or corresponding sides of these two triangles which we want to prove congruent. Okay. So AL equal to CM. Okay, it is proved. Then look at this angle. Angle OLA and angle OMC. They are equal. Why? Because each one is equal to how many degree? 90 degree. Because it is perpendicular. It is given 90 degree. Okay. So this angle 90 degree. AL equal to CM. What is the third condition? The third condition you look at. OA equal to OC. OA equal to OC because same radii of the circle. Okay. So OA equal to OC. Same radii. This is the region you have to write in bracket. Same radii, you see. So now see, we got the three matching parts. Three matching parts means the three pairs of corresponding sides and angles of the two triangles which we need or which we want to prove congruent. So we want to prove these two triangles congruent. See, AL equal to CM, one part. This angle equal to this angle. OLA and OMC, they are 90 degree each. And OAOC, they are equal because they represent the same radii. Okay. So which congruence criteria or condition does these three matching parts satisfy? Clearly you see, this angle equal 90 degree, right angle. This is is the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse of this triangle, and this is the hypotenuse of this triangle, and they are also what? Equal. So right angle, hypotenuse and side. That means RHS. Therefore, by RHS, you see. Therefore, by RHS criteria for congruence. Okay. Therefore, by RHS condition, RHS congruence condition, no doubt triangle OAL will be congruent to triangle OAL will be congruent to triangle OCN. Okay. So ultimately we proved that the two triangles are congruent. Now if the two triangles are congruent, no doubt, therefore OL will be equal to OM, because OL and OM are the corresponding sides of the two triangles by CPCT. The reason is CPCT. You know what is CPCT? If two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts will be equal. Corresponding parts means corresponding sides and corresponding angles will automatically become equal. So OL equal to OM. This is what we wanted to prove. We wanted to prove that OL equal to OM. And what are OL and OM? They are nothing but the distances of the two chords, equal chords. OL and OM are the distance of the two equal chords AB and CD from the center. Okay. So thus we proved that if two chords of a circle are equal, their distance from the center will also be equal. Okay. Children, I hope you understood this particular theorem, that is 10.6. How to prove that if two chords are equal, they will be equidistant from the center. So this is, which is nothing but the relationship between two equal chords and their distances from the center. So what will be the converse of this theorem? We shall discuss in another class. Okay. What will be the converse of theorem 10.6? That means if two chords are equal, they are equidistant from the center. What will be the converse of this particular statement or truth? We shall discuss it in terms of another theorem in another class. Okay. Children, I hope whatever I discussed, you must have understood. If at all it is true, I would like to request, yes, you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. So that I feel encouraged to discuss more and more things again in my upcoming classes. Okay. Thank you.